Bro, you are about to get your shit together because Neptune is entering Aries. And Neptune hasn't been in Aries in an extremely long time. It's been like 169 years or something like that. So if you've been feeling a particular area of your life where you haven't been able to get it together, or you were like clouded by delusions and illusions, and you're just was like everything just kept slipping through your fingers and you just couldn't figure it out, now that's about to end. You got a taste of it in the summer when Neptune was in Aries, and then it slid back into Pisces in the fall. And now we're going back to Neptune in Aries. So suddenly you are going to be on top of it. To me, this feels like this complete rebirth in an area of your life. So you are just letting go of that old way of being and thinking, almost like a death almost, and you are being birthed into the new. So I want to talk about this so you can really see this. So I have energetically tapped into this. I'm not an astrologer. I am a intuitive psychic person. I do tarot readings, Akashic record readings, and energy healing. And so Neptune is like this delusion and escapism and fantasy realm of the most ideal version of something, right? And what I'm looking at is my notes because I have notes. It's just this thing that is curated and perfect and dazzling in some way that just kind of sucks your energy in. And I feel like as a collective with Neptune and Pisces for so long, we have just been dazzled by shiny things and by just a slice of reality and not all of reality. The analogy that came to me is if you see a woman and she's wearing shapewear and this beautiful dress, and it's a dress she rented. She doesn't actually own it and she doesn't actually wear it on a daily basis. But it's how she's presenting herself, right? And she's wearing makeup, but she never wears her makeup like that. She's just wearing it for the show, or she's just wearing it for the social media, right? And it's just not real. It's just a slice of reality. It's not the whole pie. It is only part of it, and it has been lacking substance. So Pisces is emotional. It's this water energy. It cannot be contained. It's everywhere. It's the collective, right? It's it can be a sweeping energy too. You know how water can just sweep you away. So Pisces can just sweep you away into something, right? So I feel like Neptune and Pisces has been this almost too much merging with social media and kind of merging with other people's glamorous reality, and almost we all feel better, and myself included, we all feel better watching this glamorous, dazzling illusion that has been playing in front of us. And now with Neptune and Aries, it's we're all waking up and it's what have we been in a spell? Have we been in a sleeping spell? What is going on here, right? So I see in the area of your life where you have felt deluded or confused, or you were not seeing things accurately. You were only seeing things from a specific viewpoint, and a specific camera lens looking at a scene, but you weren't seeing the other camera lenses from the other angles. And so therefore in that area of your life where you could not figure out how to move forward because you could only see through that one camera lens, you could only see that direct narrow slice of this dazzling illusion in front of you, and you stayed in front of that camera because it was mesmerizing and it was just sucking you in. You're no longer going to do that. You're no longer going to do that. You probably already stopped doing that. You probably stopped doing it in the summer. And then maybe you kind of slip back into the illusion a little bit. I know I did. And now I'm no, I'm out of that. So expect to get that area of your life together. You probably know what it is just with me talking about it. If you want to go deeper into astrology, you can look at your chart and see what house you have Aries in. Okay, and that will tell you the area of your life. But even without looking at your chart, you would need to know your birth time, by the way, in order to know where your houses are. If you don't know your birth time, this is not going to help you. But even if you don't know all that, just me talking about it, you can probably tune into what area of your life this is. You already know what it is, even if you don't look at your astrology chart, right? Okay, so Neptune and Pisces. All right, let me look at my notes here. Oh, another thing with Neptune and Pisces, I feel with social media, because Neptune rules social media, it was not having boundaries with media, not having boundaries with the phone, not having boundaries with how much media was like taking up your time, or even getting sucked into certain people that you were following online, all the things that they were talking about, you probably got caught up in them too. Either from believing what they were believing, or buying what they were buying, or doing what they were doing. There just wasn't a lot of questioning going on. So you were like kind of like doing what they were doing, as if like kind of like what we do with our friends sometimes, where we kind of do what our friends are doing without thinking too much about it. I feel like that was what was happening with media, and that's just not going to be happening anymore. Like, if you are going to interact with someone on the internet and you're going to do what they're doing or take their advice or whatever, it's going to be because you really believe them and you like resonate with them on this like deep level in your soul, and you're like, oh my God, they've been saying what I've been thinking. You can just know. It's like this resonance-based thing. Neptune in Aries feels to me like the people that are showing up raw and real and as themselves and just like fully being it, it's like they're sending out this frequency wave and the other people are being attracted to it. So this authenticity and genuineness and sincerity and like people talking about what they actually know from their actual experience, that is going to be so magnetic now. I mean, that's always been magnetic, but it'll be more so. And this like crafted illusion in the world that has been going on is no longer interesting. Nobody cares. So the other things that I wanted to say are the people that were on social media that were teaching certain things as gospel, and because other people were taking it as gospel, so like they started, it was kind of like this echo chamber thing that was happening, right? Where this person says it, then this person says it, then this person says it, then suddenly everybody's saying it. But that doesn't mean that it's true, and that doesn't mean that it's right. Okay, that anymore is just like it's falling on deaf ears. Like nobody cares anymore. You just saying something just to repeat it because somebody else repeated it is like, it has no substance, it has no realness, because Neptune in Aries is all about the substance, the realness, the what actually is true, not what you think is true in theory or what you wish that was true, or even what somebody with clout says is true. If anything, people with clout are going to have like less of a pull because it's like, it's not real. Anything that is not real is really just going to be completely ignored is what I'm feeling, because like I notice I am doing that to like a severe degree, like a cut off. I just have no space in my brain for it at all. Okay. The next point I wanted to make, with Neptune going into Aries, no one's falling for the illusionary rhetoric bullshit because it's pretty. People are only going to be listening to you if you are actually saying what is real and true and authentic for you based on your experience, and people are going to be able to feel that. All right, so there's no more of this, things have to look this way, they have to be perfect, curated, planned, and like in this like shiny package, because if it's not in a shiny package, then nobody will want it and like it won't be bought or whatever. Like if I see someone that does that sort of marketing where they're following a quote unquote plan that somebody else said that they had to do, like, dude, I can see it like a mile away and it like really bothers me. It's one of the reasons why I got rid of my website. I was like, this isn't authentic for me anymore. It used to be authentic for me. When I was building it, it felt authentic for me. Now I look at it and I took it down a few months ago, but I looked at it and I was like, it was like cringy to me. I was like, oh God, I was like, I'm like so far from this energy, like burning this to the ground, because I got to start over in like the fresh new energy of what my business actually wants to be. And it's like authentic, full form, not what it was before, because I'm bored with it. It's not making me excited, and it's just not in its realest form. Okay. So what this means for you is you don't need silver wrapping paper. You don't need a shimmering ribbon. You don't have to be picture perfect. You don't even, in fact, it would be better if you would not. Like the way you are with your friends, the way you are in your like natural habitat is like that on social media is what is going to win, because you're just being real. You're just like being what it is. You're not being something you're not. You're not trying to like, the more you try to put on a front, because I feel like that's what everybody was doing. And I would say I was probably doing it to a certain degree too, and not even realizing it, because none of us were realizing it, right? Like that sort of like front energy, it just doesn't work. It falls flat, it's dead. Nobody's into that anymore. All right, Neptune and Aries. Okay, Nobody really cares if you're an established person. They just want to know, do you actually know what you are talking about, right? Do you have something to back that up? Do you have experience? Have you done it a million times? Like, where are you in that? They like this whole like, oh, I'm such and such and I do such and such and just believe me because I told you is like absolutely fucking not. That is not working anymore. Whereas I feel like that was a thing before. I don't think that influencers and people on media that were doing that before, where they were just saying, oh, I have the answer to your problem, even though they really didn't. I don't feel like those people were being deceptive. But I mean, maybe some of them were. But I feel like they were just like thinking that surface level solutions could solve deep problems. And that doesn't work. Like, that doesn't work. You have to like actually have substance and knowing on the subject. And just taking some cursory course or learning about something and being in the beginning stages of it, but peddling yourself as an expert, that's not going to work anymore. So this is another thing that I've just noticed in general. When I'm listening to some sort of media, I don't want to just mindlessly go to the next thing, like I'm in some sort of spell, which is what I did before, which is what I feel like a lot of people were doing before. And granted, there's probably always going to be a certain segment of the population doing that. But now I'm noticing like I'll listen to a video and then I really want to like process it. Like I really want to like think about it. Like I'm really like integrating it into my physical body, which is very, very like Aries energy. Like, how is this useful? What can I do with this? Like, how is this changing what I'm doing? Like, can I use this to shape something? Like, it's just like this airy-fairy delusional entertainment. Like, it's just like not enough anymore for most things, unless you're actually like really wanting to sit down and just numb out and be entertained. But in general, when you're looking to learn something, it's like, no, this needs to be actionable, integrated, and something that I need to be doing. Aries energy is about autonomousness. It's about the self, putting the self first, what you actually want to do, how you actually feel, how you actually want to arrange things, and starting to do that. And so it's like before, with Neptune and Pisces, it was like merging with the collective and like allowing yourself to wrap around like what was going on with the collective, and like energy is totally different now. With the Neptune and Aries, it feels like you are the person and you're doing the thing, and then life is wrapping itself around you. Okay, so Aries is the beginning of an era. It is spring energy. It is like, if you want to think of it, if the zodiac like a lifetime, it is the beginning of a lifetime, right? So you're just starting out. And when you're young, you know your thoughts, and in general, unless you've had like some bad family situation, you like know your thoughts and you know your feelings and you know what you want, and like you can't be told no, and you're like just gonna do the thing. That's in general, that's the energy that you have when you're really young. Like you haven't been beat down by life yet, right? Because that does happen to some people. And you just want to go for it. Like you don't really care about what other people think, or like how, like if you're going to fail or not. You are just going for it. You're like, no, moving forward, full speed ahead. If I fail, it's fine. I'll just get right back up and do the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. Okay. So that is Aries energy. What I think is going to do well on social media with Neptune and Aries is people that are talking about things that are helping other people be autonomous in some way from the system or from the collective. And people that have already done that themselves. Like they've learned how to self-source in whatever subject that is. It could be farming. It could be fixing cars. It could be... I don't know, like for me, like I'm really good at energy work. I know that from massive amounts of experience, right? Like, and I use that to change my life. It could be, I mean, whatever the subject is, like learning how to food prep or meal prep or whatever. But you know it because you have figured it out. You're like, this is my thing. I learned it from from myself, from experience, da 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 da, not from theory. And like, now I'm going to help you also be self-sufficient, also be able to self-source, also to be able to get answers for yourself. I think that's going to work very well. And then very small micro communities that are all on board with that exact same thing. and that exact same like everybody is pointed in the same direction. They all have the same focus and goal because they share fundamental values, because people are going to, instead of looking on the outside shit like they did with Neptune and Pisces, now they're looking at the deep inner core. Are we the same type of person? You know, are we on the same page with some like core critical values? Our outside lives may look completely different, but on the inside, we're like lining up like this. And that is Aries energy. And I think that the collective is going to be captivated by people that are fully being themselves and just in this like most raw, authentic form, as if it's like 1986. You know what I mean? And like, they don't care at all. That is going to be just so like, oh my God, look at that. Look what's going on over here. You know what I mean? They like don't care at all. They're not trying to fit in at all. They're not trying to front at all. That is going to be magnetic. So fresh ideas, new takes on things, and even if it's like messy or raw, or like taking someone through a process of like how you're learning to do something, and like the real daily, like, well, I did this and then it didn't work, so then I tried this and then I did that and that worked, and da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like, you're taking someone, which is exactly what you would do, like if you were calling your friend and you were telling your friend about it. Like with your friend, you wouldn't be like fronting. You wouldn't be like pretending that everything's nice and shiny. You know what I mean? You'd be telling your friend, well, let me tell you the meltdown that happened today at 2 o'clock, right? And then you would be going on and on about all the things. And that is what is going to work, and that is real, and that is raw. Okay, so let's see. Next thing in my notes. Oh, fakeness. Any sort of fakeness of not being in integrity. It's just like, okay. I have noticed, I don't know why this has happened the past few months. Everybody's writing their emails with AI, and I literally hate it. I can see it a mile away. I actually emailed one person. I was like, I love you so much. I was like, I want to read your emails because I want to hear what you have to say. I don't care what the robot has to say. Normally I would like never bother to do that because I don't care enough, but I really did like this person. And when I tuned into it and I thought about it, I was like, what came through for me is, you know, AI should support our heart, not replace our heart. So if you are going to use it, it should support and enhance what you're doing, not replace it. And what people are doing is they're just like, they're using it to replace their magic. And it's so interesting, the reaction that I'm having to people that are doing that. Like, I have no desire to buy from them or follow them at all. Like, I'm almost like out. Like, it's like, if you're doing that and like you're in the mindset where like you think this is gonna work, then you don't value yourself. You don't understand what's happening. Like, you're replacing yourself with something it's a robot. It's not your magnetic, like, alive essence. And the people that don't get that, I mean, I'm sure there's always going to be a segment of the population that'll be into that, but like the real people looking for other realness, they're not going to have any of that fake shit. I'm already not having it. Like, I literally like cannot stand it. So you will not see me using AI for that. Am I going to use it for the tags in my YouTube video? Yeah, for sure. Because I hate writing tags for YouTube videos, and it'll just tell me what it is. All right. So if you are not in integrity, things are not going to work for you. Aries energy is very much you just who you are. You don't care what other people think. You don't care if they like you. There's no people pleasing. No people pleasing at all. It's just raw ideas, concepts, new vantage ways, new ways of thinking of things, original thought, raw expression and emotion. That is so Aries energy. Looking to yourself for answers first. There's not going to be any more of this blindly following other people like we saw with Neptune and Pisces. Courage, being daring, adventurous, actually be yourself, actually show yourself how you actually feel, what you actually think about the thing. These are all Neptune and Aries things. So Neptune and Aries is going to be categorized by being mesmerized by the real. Being mesmerized by the real, what's real, authentic, and true. Whereas Neptune and Pisces was mesmerized by the shiny veneer exterior of the curated fantasy that was going on. All right, guys. So what this means for you, just to bring this video to an end, is if you are whatever it was that you've been struggling in your life and you haven't been able to see through the glamour and the fantasy, you are just suddenly going to see things really clear. You're going to know what to do. You're going to self-source. You're going to stop looking to other people for how you need to solve something. And you're just going to be able to suddenly be moved forward on something that you maybe couldn't figure out for years. It's literally just going to be so simple, and you're just going to be like, oh, I just need to do this. And I just need to keep taking steps over and over and over on this. And you're going to get it from in here. And it's just going to be, you're going to be like, oh, where have I been this whole time? Okay. That is what Neptune and Aries is going to mean. So thank you for watching. You guys, my name was Arwen McLaughlin. I'm a psychic intuitive person, and soon I will be open for readings for tarot and Akashic records and stuff. The reason I've been closed for so long is really my nervous system has been a complete mess. But I'm going to do a video on that next because it's been really life-changing to have these insights, and I want to tell you about that too. Okay, I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.